What sticks out here when you look at these two matchups?
Well, first things first with me, it has to start with the Warriors taking on the Rockets. I mean, this is the matchup that we've been waiting for so long. This is what we wanted at the beginning of the season. As soon as Chris Paul was traded to the Rockets, we wanted to see James Harden and Chris Paul versus just the unbelievable team that is the Golden State Warriors. We've been waiting for this. James Harden has been just so useless in the playoffs the past couple of years, especially going against the Warriors. He's played them 3 of the last 4 years and gotten just blown off the court. This is his best chance that he is ever going to have of beating the Golden State Warriors. This Rockets team was perfectly constructed to counter the Golden State Warriors. They have multiple players that can cover Kevin Durant. They have multiple players that can guard Steph Curry. They finally have an answer down low for Draymond Green in Clint Capella, and they have a really deep bench that can hit threes. If there is ever going to be a team that was created in order to beat the Golden State Warriors, it is this specific Houston Rockets team. And to be frank, I'm pretty stunned that they struggled so much against, or excuse me, the Warriors struggled so much against the Rockets in the regular season. I did not expect that to happen, but the Rockets played really well against the Warriors, so much so that this series might go to 7. But I will say this, Cam, sometimes it's just not enough. This is the best team maybe ever assembled. And what's even scarier, this past couple of games against the Pelicans, they've been playing the best basketball all season. I swear, you blink and the Warriors have scored like 20 straight points.
Right.
I've never seen anything like it. I've been watching basketball since my eyes could literally understand what a television is. I've never seen anything like this. This is the best basketball team I've ever seen. I still think the Warriors are going to blow them away.
Honestly, Harris, I don't think this gets to 6 games.
Really?
I'll tell you one thing. You look at the stats, and here's what sticks out to me. All right? The Houston Rockets love the isolation offense. They don't pass the ball. They're dead last in the NBA in passes per game. Golden State moves the basketball fantastically. So here's the problem. You zone in on Harden, you zone in on Paul, whoever's red hot in that game, and you can defeat the isolation offense. And the Warriors are the perfect team to do that. And I don't know if this IS type of play here by the Rockets will make them competitive in this series. I just don't.
I think one of the biggest factors in this, though, is still Chris Paul. I mean, this is his first conference final. And quick shout-out, Cam. All you silly people at home who've tried to diminish Chris Paul's career because he hasn't gotten to a conference final, you people are silly. Every single time they would get close, Chris Paul would be dominating in the playoffs. He has only had 2 really bad playoff games in my memory, and one of them came in 2014. I believe it was against the Warriors or the Rockets. Or no, I think it was against the Spurs. I'm not 100% sure, but he's had only 2-ish bad playoff games in his career, and people have used it against him. I can't wait to see what he does in his first conference final. He's going to be so motivated going into the series against the Warriors. I will say one more thing about this. If the Rockets want to win, James Harden and Chris Paul are going to have to just play amazing basketball every single possible game of this series. There can be no bad games for either of them if they want a chance to win.